ultimately what we're experiencing, or what we experience, what we see on a regular basis, we've come to normalize it. Because you're told that this is what you're supposed to do. And when I say you're told, you're not necessarily always verbally told, but you are given these images. And as we all should know by now, images, meaning what you see, is what programs the subconscious, your subconscious. So if you're seeing, for example, motherfuckers always out with the dogs and children in the parks, you know, the typical things that you normally see that you have come to normalize, then you never question it. You never question that shit whatsoever. You just accept it as is, or as I say, as normal. And that, more than anything, has caused us to be dumber than a motherfucker. As they say, dumbed down. That's what we become, dumbed down, because we don't question shit beyond what we consider normal. Like, we should be questioning every fucking thing. Because because you should know, or at least realize by now, the reality that you are in. And being that you yourself call it a false reality, the Matrix, then that should tell you that that you should be questioning all this shit. You don't realize the power of questioning, by the way. And that's why you don't question. At least I'll say this. That's why you're not told or trained to question. Because there's power in questioning. As we say, the question is the quest. The question is the fucking quest. And how will you begin a quest if you don't question some shit? But that quest is not about necessarily finding or discovering an answer to a question, or to your question. The quest is more so about discovering yourself. It's about your own self-discovery. That's what the quest is about. Not necessarily finding an answer. Because it's not really even about an answer. I had to come to that realization some years ago. Because, you know what I mean, you think you got some shit figured out based on your answer that you have come up with about a particular situation or person or experience, you know. And then next thing you know, the answer that you thought you knew come back and bite you in your ass. You be like, God damn, I could have swore I knew the answer to that. It'd be some other shit that happened. You know what I'm saying? So I had to come to the realization that, God damn, well, maybe there are no true answers. You know what I mean? There's really no true answers to this shit. It's just a matter of self-discovery, self-gnosis. And that's all this shit really is about. But again, you have to be willing to question all this shit. Like I said, if you yourself are calling this shit this reality, and I am done with these motherfuckers. What's going on, William? Exactly. Question, quest, I on a quest, or I am on a quest. That's exactly what it is. So anyway, but yeah, you have to question. You have to question all this shit. Because it's really a to question it basically is a form of decoding. It's a form of decoding. But again, you're decoding yourself. Even though, yes, you are decoding the shit that's going on externally, without question, you should be on that shit easily. And the reason why you should be on that easily is because you are first and foremost questioning yourself. You're questioning your own thoughts. You're questioning what you have been programmed to perceive and believe. You know what I mean? All that bullshit. So always be willing to question. And that is how you, as I titled this, that is how you become the fucking danger. That's why I say fuck being safe. You hear that shit a lot, especially nowadays with all this bullshit going on. Be safe. Be safe. But then I was like, nah, fuck that be safe shit. Be dangerous. Be dangerous, goddammit. Fuck being safe. I ain't worried in terms of, when I say fuck being safe, and I'm saying that I'm not concerned about some shit happening to me in any way, shape, or form. So since I'm not worried about that, or I don't give my energy to that, I should say, in terms of being safe, in terms of the mental and the fear aspect of it, the programming aspect of it. Therefore, I am to be dangerous. I am the fucking danger. I'm the new danger. And I'm saying that, see, that's dope. See, I wish a motherfucking light would just stay on just like that. That shit was fucking dope as hell, that image. Did y'all see that shit? That shit was dope. Anyway, yeah, like that. Somebody, you know what I mean? Somebody car lights is driving by. That's why it turns that way. But anyway, it's about being the fucking new danger right now. As I stated before, as I've been saying, not just now, both Boff and hand now, we've been saying this shit, but because we've been researching heavily on this probably within the last couple weeks. But I said this earlier this week or last week, I want to say, where I've said a lot of these terms, in terms of these medical and scientific terms that they use, like for example, tumors, bacteria, virus, fungus, you know what I mean? All those different specific type of terms are related to who the fuck you really are. So that's why I said it's not, at this point in time, we shouldn't be talking, we at a certain point, we were saying, you know, I know who I am. You know, we use that term a lot. I know who I am. But my thing now is what are you? Do you know what the fuck you are? It's just like in the movie Batman, the first one with Michael Keaton, the one came out in '89. Remember when he first came on the screen and he was, you know, fighting the criminals and shit, and he had the one motherfucking criminal hanging off the balcony. Remember what he asked that motherfucker? He didn't say, "Who are you?" He said, "What are you?" The criminal to Batman. That's what he said to Batman. He said, "What are you?" He didn't say, "Who are you?" He said, "What are you?" And that's what the fuck you have to get to now. That's how you have to transform your mind now. That's how you have to see yourself now. Because that's how I see myself. As a what am I versus a who am I. And I'm not saying who am I is irrelevant. No, I'm not saying that whatsoever. Because like I said, you should always be questioning anyway. And who am I is a wonderful, excellent fucking question to ask yourself. Because you will certainly discover. But what am I, to me at least, is on a deeper level of understanding about who the fuck and what the fuck I am. So in relation to the so-called viruses, the so-called bacteria, the so-called tumor, all these different terms that they use in the medical field and in the scientific field, that is what you really fucking are. You are. That's why I named my book The Wrath of the Subatomic Particles. Because you are the subatomic particles. In fact, this entire realm, this entire reality that you're in is the fucking subatomic particle. Or the realm of the subatomic particles, I should say. It's just that it's been manipulated and reprogrammed in a certain way that has caused you to be dysfunctional. But we ain't gonna get deep into that right now because I don't want to sound like I'm repeating myself on every fucking video. Even though there are some things that definitely should be repeated. Until you really get it embedded within you to understand what the fuck you are. And that's all really, when I'm speaking or writing some shit out, is really, that's all it is. It's a means of utilizing what I'm saying, these words, this energy, in order to activate some shit within you. It's not just meant for you to read it. You know what I mean? That's why I say we got to take it deeper. We got to take this shit deeper now. What's peace, Blake? What's going on? Peace and motherfucking destruction. God damn it. Peace within me but destruction